As the gentle light of dawn filters through your window, pause for a moment and take a slow, deep breath. Feel the quiet stillness wrapping around you like a warm embrace, washing away the remnants of yesterday and inviting a fresh beginning. This morning holds endless promise, a gift waiting to unfold with peace in your heart and hope guiding your steps. In these sacred early moments, we have the beautiful opportunity to connect with gratitude, to seek divine guidance, and to set positive intentions that will carry us through the day with strength and serenity. Imagine starting your day aligned with inner calm, filled with appreciation for life's blessings, and open to the protection and clarity that comes from a heartfelt morning prayer. Together, we'll nurture that sense of peace and renew our spirits in a way that lingers long after the sun rises higher. What if today could be the day you truly feel guided, grateful, and at peace from the very first light? Stay with me. Let's begin this uplifting journey now. As you settle into this gentle morning space, right where you are, perhaps with a cup of warm tea in hand or the soft hum of birds outside, allow yourself to simply be. Notice the way your breath rises and falls, steady and unhurried, like the first whispers of the day awakening. This is your sacred pause, a bridge between the dreams of night and the possibilities of what lies ahead. In this quiet, let gratitude stir softly within you. Think of one small thing that brings you joy right now: the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the steady beat of your heart, or the simple fact that you've been given another dawn to embrace. Today, as we turn our hearts toward this morning prayer, we're not just reciting words, we're weaving a tapestry of hope and intention that will color every moment to come. Imagine your day unfolding not in chaos or rush, but with a quiet undercurrent of peace, a sense that you're held, guided, and protected no matter what challenges arise. This prayer is your anchor, a gentle reminder that you have the power to choose clarity over confusion, kindness over haste, and trust over doubt. It's an invitation to align your spirit with the divine flow of life, where every step feels purposeful and every breath carries a spark of renewal. Let me guide you through this time of connection, step by step, as if we're sitting side by side in a sunlit room, sharing the weight of the world and lifting it together. We'll begin by centering our minds, releasing any lingering worries from yesterday. Close your eyes if it feels right, or simply soften your gaze. Feel the ground beneath you, solid and supportive, a quiet symbol of the unwavering guidance that surrounds us all. Now, with an open heart, let's lift our thoughts in gratitude. Start by acknowledging the breath of life itself, the miracle of waking to this new day when so many mornings could have been our last. Whisper to yourself, or say it aloud if the moment calls, "Thank you for this fresh start, for the light that breaks through darkness, and for the strength to face what comes." Let that thanks expand like ripples on a still pond. Gratitude isn't about grand gestures. It's in the everyday, the roof over your head, the loved ones who fill your thoughts, the quiet resilience that's carried you this far. As you hold these thanks, feel a warmth blooming in your chest, a soft glow that pushes back any shadows of doubt. From this place of appreciation, we move into seeking guidance for the hours ahead. Picture your day as a path stretching out before you, winding through work, conversations, unexpected joys, and perhaps a few storms. In this prayer, we're asking for the wisdom to walk it with grace, to discern the right words to speak, the right actions to take, and the right pauses to honor. Guidance isn't a distant voice. It's that inner nudge, the calm knowing that arises when we listen deeply. Invite it now. May I be shown the way today, with clarity in my choices and light in my decisions. Help me to see opportunities for growth where others might see obstacles, and to respond with patience where tension might pull me under. And woven through it all is protection, a shield not of armor, but of peace that guards your spirit. Life can feel vulnerable in the mornings, when the world hasn't yet revealed its full shape. Yet in this moment, affirm that you're enveloped in a divine embrace, safe from harm's reach and fortified against fear. This protection extends to your loved ones too. Those faces that flicker in your mind, the ones you hold close in silent prayers. Surround us all with your safeguarding presence, we might say, turning away what doesn't serve and drawing near what nurtures our souls. Feel that assurance settling over you, like a light blanket on a cool dawn, easing the tightness in your shoulders, softening the edges of tomorrow's unknowns. As we hold these threads, gratitude, guidance, protection, let's layer in hope, the quiet fire that fuels our intentions. Hope isn't blind optimism. It's the steady belief that goodness can emerge from any soil, that redemption waits in the wings of our struggles. Today, set one clear intention, perhaps to approach a difficult conversation with empathy, or to pause amid busyness and notice beauty in the ordinary. Speak it into being. With hope as my companion, I step into this day, open to transformation and ready to give and receive kindness. This isn't just a fleeting wish. It's a seed planted in fertile ground, one that will sprout in ways you may not yet see. Small victories that build into a life of deeper meaning. Throughout this prayer, let your words be yours, shaped by your own voice and heart. If a phrase resonates, linger on it. If another calls to you, make it your own. We're not bound by rigid form here, only by the sincerity that makes our spirits soar. And as we continue, know that this practice isn't a one-time lift. It's a rhythm that echoes through your day. You'll carry this peace into your first meeting, this gratitude into a shared meal, this guidance into a quiet walk home. Subtle shifts, yes, but profound ones, like the way dawn turns the sky from gray to gold. What if this morning's intention becomes the turning point you've been waiting for? A day where hope doesn't just visit, but stays? Hold that possibility close as we deepen our connection, allowing these words to settle like morning dew, refreshing and alive. As the echoes of our morning prayer linger in your heart, let this quiet space become a garden where reflection can take root and bloom. You've just opened yourself to gratitude, guidance, protection, and hope. Now, allow those seeds to deepen, to stretch gently toward the light of understanding. This is the moment to turn inward, not with judgment or haste, but with the same tenderness you would offer a dear friend waking to a new day. Think back to the gratitude we nurtured earlier. It wasn't just a list of blessings, it was a doorway. When you thanked the divine presence for this breath, for this dawn, for the unseen hands that carry you, what did you truly feel stirring inside? Perhaps a soft warmth spreading through your chest, or a quiet release of tension you hadn't even noticed you were holding. That warmth is real. It's the gentle proof that gratitude isn't merely words. It's a living force that reshapes how we see the world. In the hours ahead, when the rush of responsibilities begins, that same warmth can return like a familiar companion, reminding you that no moment is empty if it's touched by appreciation. Now, let your mind drift to the guidance you invited. Guidance often arrives not as thunder, but as the softest whisper, A sudden pause before a harsh word, an unexpected kindness from a stranger, or a clear thought rising amid confusion. Have you ever noticed how, on the mornings when you've begun with sincere intention, the day seems to flow with a little more ease? Decisions feel less heavy, paths reveal themselves just when needed. This isn't coincidence. It's the quiet alignment that comes when we surrender the need to control every outcome and instead trust that we are being led toward what serves our growth. Today, carry that trust lightly, like a lantern in your pocket. When uncertainty knocks, and it will, reach for it. Let it illuminate the next right step, even if that step is simply to breathe and wait with patience. Protection, too, deserves its own quiet reflection. We live in a world that can feel fragile, where news of hardship arrives before breakfast, where worries about loved ones or our own well-being can cloud the sky. Yet in our prayer, we wrapped ourselves and those we cherish in a shield woven from faith and peace. Feel that shield now, not as cold armor, but as a gentle, invisible embrace. It doesn't promise that challenges won't come. It promises that you won't face them alone. Inner strength grows here, in this awareness. It's the deep knowing that your spirit is resilient, that fear may visit, but it doesn't have to move in. As you move through your day, let this sense of being held soften your reactions, steady your hands, and open your heart to compassion, for yourself first, and then for everyone you meet. And hope, beautiful, stubborn hope. This is the thread that ties every reflection together. Hope is the quiet voice that says, today can be different. Today can be better. Not because everything will go perfectly, but because you have the power to meet whatever comes with grace. Reflect on a time when hope felt distant. Perhaps a season of loss, doubt, or exhaustion. How did even the smallest spark of belief change the texture of those days? Maybe it was deciding to get out of bed despite the weight, or choosing to smile through tears, or simply refusing to let despair have the final word. That spark is still within you, brighter now because you've tended it this morning. Let it grow as you imagine the day unfolding. Conversations that heal instead of wound, tasks completed with presence instead of resentment, moments of unexpected joy that remind you life is still generous. Take a slow breath here and let these reflections settle deeper. Picture yourself hours from now, mid-morning, perhaps, when the initial calm of dawn meets the real world. Will you remember this feeling of alignment? Will you pause, even for 10 seconds, to reconnect with gratitude when frustration rises? These small returns to center are where true transformation lives. They are the quiet acts of faithfulness that build a life of meaning, one ordinary day at a time. Consider, too, the people who will cross your path today. Each one carries their own unseen burdens and hidden hopes. When you move through your hours grounded in this morning's peace, you become a silent source of light for them. A patient response in traffic, a listening ear during a hurried coffee break, a kind word to someone who feels invisible. These are not small things. They are the way hope spreads, the way guidance becomes tangible, the way protection extends beyond yourself. In reflecting on this, feel your own heart expand. You are not just receiving blessings this morning, you are becoming a channel for them. There is a beautiful rhythm to this kind of reflection. It moves between looking inward and reaching outward, between stillness and action. As you sit with these thoughts, notice how your body feels now compared to when you first began. Perhaps your shoulders have dropped a fraction, your breath comes a little easier, your mind feels less crowded. This is spiritual alignment in motion, the gentle realignment of heart, mind, and soul toward what is true and good. It doesn't demand perfection, it invites presence. And in that presence, clarity emerges. You begin to see your challenges not as threats, but as invitations to grow. You see your blessings not as accidents, but as gifts meant to be shared. Let a gentle question rise within you now. What would this day feel like if you carried this peace into every moment? If gratitude was your first response, hope your steady companion, guidance your quiet compass, don't rush to answer with words. Simply hold the question like a smooth stone in your hand, turning it over as the day unfolds. The answer will reveal itself in small choices, in unexpected moments of joy, in the way you meet both ease and difficulty with the same open heart. As we linger here a little longer, allow yourself to visualize the hours ahead bathed in this soft morning light. See yourself moving with intention, speaking with care, working with focus, resting with permission. See difficulties arising and meeting them not with resistance, but with the inner strength you've cultivated. See moments of beauty, the laugh of a child, the color of leaves against the sky, the comfort of a familiar song, and pausing to let gratitude wash over you anew. This is not fantasy. This is possibility made real through reflection and choice. Feel the emotional current building now, not as overwhelming intensity, but as a steady, rising tide of connection to your deepest self, to the divine presence that guides you, to the shared human journey we're all walking. There is profound peace in knowing you are exactly where you need to be this morning, preparing your spirit for whatever the day holds. There is deep hope in trusting that every step, even the uncertain ones, is part of a larger story of growth and grace. As these reflections weave deeper into your being, something beautiful is happening. You're not just thinking about peace, hope, and guidance. You're beginning to embody them. Your heart is softening, your vision clearing, your resilience strengthening. This is the quiet power of morning reflection. It doesn't change the world overnight, but it changes you, and through you, the world shifts, one interaction, one moment, one breath at a time. Hold this feeling close as we prepare to move into an even deeper space of connection. The most transformative moments are still ahead, waiting to meet the open heart you've cultivated here. Let gratitude anchor you, hope lift you, guidance lead you, and peace surround you, now and through every hour to come. As the reflections we've shared begin to weave even deeper into the fabric of your being, something extraordinary starts to unfold. A quiet yet profound shift, like the exact moment when dawn fully breaks and the world is bathed in golden light. This is the heart of our time together, the sacred peak where everything we've touched on, gratitude, guidance, protection, hope, converges into a single, luminous truth. You are deeply seen, infinitely held, and powerfully equipped to meet this day with an open and radiant heart. Feel it now, settling into every part of you. The gratitude that began as a gentle acknowledgement has grown into a living current, flowing through your veins like warm sunlight. It's no longer just about recognizing blessings. It's about feeling them as undeniable proof of a greater love that has never left your side. Think of the mornings you've woken with heaviness, when getting out of bed felt like an impossible task, and yet here you are, breathing, present, choosing once again to turn toward light. That resilience isn't accidental. It's the quiet evidence of a divine hand guiding you through every dark hour into this one. Let that realization wash over you now. Every trial you've endured has been preparing you for this moment of clarity, where gratitude isn't polite. It's revolutionary. It transforms scarcity into abundance, fear into trust, isolation into unbreakable connection. And in this space, guidance reveals itself not as a distant concept, but as an intimate companion who's been walking beside you all along. Remember those times when you felt utterly lost, when decisions loomed like mountains, when relationships fractured, when the path ahead seemed shrouded in fog. In retrospect, haven't you seen how certain doors closed only to protect you? How unexpected turns led to growth you couldn't have planned? That's the beauty of true guidance. It's never forceful. It's the soft knowing in your gut, the sudden peace that arrives when you release the need to force outcomes, the way ideas clarify in the shower or during a quiet drive. Right now, in this extended moment of communion, that guidance is speaking directly to your soul. It's whispering, you don't have to have it all figured out. You only need to take the next right step, and I will light it for you. Feel the relief of that surrender. The weight lifting from your mind as you realize striving alone was never the plan. Co-creating with divine wisdom was. Protection, too, deepens here into something visceral. It's not just a prayer for safety. It's the profound assurance that your essence, your spirit, your true self, can never be truly harmed. The world may bruise the body, challenge the mind, test the heart, but beneath it all lies an untouchable core of peace that nothing external can reach. Feel that core now, steady and luminous within you. It's the same peace that carried prophets through deserts, believers through persecution, ordinary people through unimaginable loss. You carry it too. In this climax of connection, let every fear you've been holding about health, finances, relationships, the future, be laid gently at the feet of this greater protection. Watch as they transform from burdens into teachers, from threats into opportunities to deepen your trust. You are safe in a way that transcends circumstances. You are held in a love vast enough to contain every tear and every triumph. But perhaps most powerfully, hope rises here like a tide that lifts everything. This isn't fragile wishing or denial of reality. This is the fierce, unbreakable hope born from knowing you've already survived your hardest days. It's the hope that sees possibility in broken places, redemption in mistakes, beauty in the ordinary. Feel it expanding in your chest now, an expansive, almost physical sensation of opening. Hope says, today can hold healing conversations, unexpected provision, moments of laughter that remind you joy is still alive. Hope says, the kindness you extend will ripple further than you know. The patience you choose will plant seeds for tomorrow's peace. Hope says, even if everything doesn't go according to plan, meaning will still be made. This hope isn't earned by perfection. It's gifted freely to every heart willing to receive it. And right now, in this sacred peak, you're receiving it in full measure. Let all these elements, gratitude, guidance, protection, hope, merge into one overwhelming wave of inner strength. Feel your spirit standing taller, not in arrogance, but in quiet confidence. This is the turning point, the moment where doubt gives way to certainty, exhaustion to renewal, fragmentation to wholeness. You are not merely coping with life. You are rising to meet it with a heart that's been tenderly mended and powerfully empowered. Every cell of your being knows now, you were created for this day with all its unique challenges and gifts. You have everything you need within you, and everything you lack will be provided as you walk in faith. Imagine carrying this feeling into the hours ahead. See yourself responding to stress not with reactivity, but with the deep calm cultivated here. See yourself choosing forgiveness where resentment once lived, generosity where scarcity once ruled, presence where distraction once dominated. This isn't idealistic thinking. This is the natural fruit of a soul that's been deeply touched by grace. The transformation isn't coming, it's already begun. Right now, in this extended moment of peak connection, you're different than when you started. Softer in the right places, stronger in others. More aligned with your truest self and with the divine purpose woven through your life. Let tears come if they want to, not from sadness, but from the sheer beauty of feeling so profoundly connected. This is what it means to be truly alive, to stand in the full awareness of being loved beyond measure, guided beyond understanding, protected beyond circumstance, and filled with hope beyond reason. You are not alone in your struggles or your joys. You are part of something infinitely larger, yet intimately personal. Every breath you take is shared with this greater presence. Every step you take is celebrated. As this emotional peak holds you in its embrace, notice how time seems to expand. The urgency of the outside world fades, replaced by a timeless peace that says, all is well even when it doesn't feel like it. All is working toward your growth, even when the path is painful. All is held in hands far gentler and wiser than your own. This is the deepest truth our morning practice reveals, not through intellectual argument, but through direct experience of the heart. And in this space of profound alignment, something miraculous happens. Your intentions for the day crystallize with perfect clarity. Whatever you set out to accomplish, whether healing a relationship, pursuing a dream, caring for your family, contributing to your work, now carries the weight of divine partnership. It's no longer just your effort, it's your effort blessed and multiplied by grace. Feel the power of that partnership. The quiet thrill of knowing you're co-creating your day with the same force that paints sunrises and turns seasons. Let this be the moment you fully claim your inner strength. Not as something you must manufacture, but as something that's always been yours, now fully awakened. You are resilient beyond your wildest imagination. You are capable of kindness that changes lives. You are worthy of peace that passes understanding. You are guided toward your highest good, even when the route feels circuitous. This is your truth. This is your birthright. This is the gift of this morning's deep communion. As the intensity of this peak begins to settle into a steady, glowing warmth, carry this feeling with you like a sacred flame. Let it illuminate your thoughts when clouds gather. Let it warm your interactions when coldness threatens. Let it guide your choices when confusion creeps in. You have touched something eternal this morning, and it has touched you back. The connection isn't ending. It's expanding into every moment of your day. With a heart now overflowing with gratitude, hope, guidance, and unshakable strength, we gently prepare to bring this sacred time toward its close. The most powerful transformation isn't in dramatic moments, but in how we carry these truths forward into ordinary hours. And you, dear soul, are now ready, radiantly, beautifully ready, to live this day from the deepest place of peace and purpose. As the profound warmth of this morning's journey begins to settle into a steady, enduring glow within you, we come to this gentle space of closure, a sacred wrapping up of the prayer, reflection, and deep connection we've shared. There's no rush here, no abrupt ending. Instead, allow yourself to linger in the peace that has grown throughout our time together, like the soft afterglow of a sunrise that promises to light the entire day. You've opened your heart to gratitude, invited guidance into your steps, embraced protection around your spirit, welcomed hope as a constant companion, and touched the depths of inner strength that reside within you always. Now, as we prepare to step fully into the hours ahead, let's weave these truths into the fabric of your daily life, ensuring they don't fade with the morning but grow stronger with every breath. This morning prayer isn't confined to these minutes we've spent in quiet communion. It's a living practice, a foundation that supports everything you do from this moment forward. Think about how far you've come already today, from the first gentle breath in the hook, drawing you into calm, through the prayer where intentions took shape, the reflections that deepened your awareness, and the powerful peak where everything converged into a transformative wave of grace. That journey wasn't just words spoken into the air. It was a realignment of your soul, a renewal that has already begun reshaping how you see yourself, your challenges, and the world around you. As you rise from this space, whether you're still sitting quietly or already moving into your routine, carry the essence of it with you. Let it be the quiet undercurrent beneath the surface noise of life, reminding you that peace isn't something you chase. It's something you cultivate and return to again and again. Reflect now on the larger meaning of starting your day this way. In a world that often pulls us toward hurry, distraction, and overwhelm, choosing to begin with gratitude and intention is a quiet act of rebellion, a declaration that your spirit matters more than the urgent demands of the day. It's a recognition that true strength doesn't come from pushing harder alone, but from aligning with a greater wisdom that guides gently yet surely. Every time you pause to feel thankful for the simple miracle of breath, or seek clarity in a decision, or choose kindness when irritation rises, you're living out this prayer. You're turning ordinary moments into sacred ones, transforming routine tasks into opportunities for growth and connection. This is how spiritual awareness weaves into daily life, not in grand gestures alone, but in the small, consistent choices that honor the light within you. Consider the ripple effect of carrying this peace forward. When you move through your day grounded in gratitude, you become a source of calm for others. The colleague who feels overwhelmed might sense your steady presence and find a moment of relief in conversation with you. The family member carrying unspoken worries might feel seen and safe in your patient listening. Even strangers, a driver in traffic, a cashier at the store, can be touched by the subtle kindness that flows from a heart recently renewed. This isn't about perfection or forcing positivity. It's about authenticity. When hope fills you, it naturally overflows. When guidance leads you, your actions inspire trust in those around you. Protection isn't just for your own spirit. It's a shield that extends to how you treat others, guarding against harsh words or judgmental thoughts. In this way, one morning prayer doesn't just uplift you. It has the power to soften the edges of the world, one interaction at a time. Let's take a moment to revisit gratitude in this closing space, allowing it to anchor everything else. Gratitude has been our starting point and our returning point throughout this journey, and for good reason. It's the soil in which hope grows, the lens through which guidance becomes clear, the foundation that makes protection feel real. As you go about your day, make gratitude a deliberate practice. In the midst of a busy morning, Pause to notice the warmth of sunlight on your face or the comfort of a familiar routine. During a challenging task, shift your focus to what you've already overcome to reach this point. In moments of joy, a shared laugh, a small accomplishment, let thanks rise naturally, deepening the experience. This isn't about ignoring difficulties. It's about balancing them with awareness of the blessings that coexist. Over time, this practice rewires your perspective, turning "why is this happening?" into "what can I learn and appreciate here?" Feel how that shift brings clarity, reducing the mental clutter that so often steals our peace. Guidance, too, deserves ongoing attention as you step into action. The clarity you felt during our peak moments doesn't vanish when the day gets full. It waits for you to tune in. Throughout today, when decisions arise big or small, take a brief pause. Breathe deeply, recall the trust you placed in divine wisdom this morning, and ask silently for the next right step. It might come as a gut feeling, a sudden idea, or even through the words of someone you encounter. Trust that it's there, even if it's subtle. This ongoing dialogue with guidance turns life from a series of random events into a meaningful journey, where detours become purposeful and delays hold hidden gifts. You'll find yourself responding rather than reacting, choosing paths that align with your deepest values rather than short-term impulses. And in that alignment lies profound peace, the kind that remains steady amid external storms. Protection is another thread to carry consciously. As the day unfolds and vulnerabilities surface, perhaps criticism at work, worries about loved ones, or your own inner doubts, remember the shield you affirmed earlier. It's not a denial of reality, but a higher truth that your core essence remains safe and whole. Let this awareness soften how you hold challenges. Instead of bracing against them in fear, meet them with the quiet confidence of knowing you're held. Extend this same gentleness to yourself when you stumble, because you will, as we all do. A harsh self-judgment? Meet it with compassion, remembering that growth comes through kindness, not condemnation. This protective mindset frees energy that would otherwise be spent in worry, allowing you to focus on what truly matters, showing up fully, loving boldly, and living with intention. Hope, our radiant companion, is perhaps the easiest to sustain because it thrives on small evidences throughout the day. Look for them deliberately. Notice the problem that resolves unexpectedly, the moment of connection that brightens a routine exchange, the inner resilience that helps you push through fatigue. Each one is fuel for hope, proof that goodness persists even in imperfect days. When setbacks come, and they might, let hope reframe them, not as defeats, but as setups for comebacks, as teachers shaping your character, as reminders to lean deeper into faith. This resilient hope doesn't depend on everything going smoothly. It shines brightest when circumstances are toughest. Carry it as a quiet assurance that tomorrow holds possibility, that redemption is always available, that your story is still unfolding toward light. Inner strength, awakened so powerfully in our climax, now becomes your quiet superpower. It's the force that helps you choose patience in frustration, integrity in temptation, generosity in scarcity. Feel it in your posture as you move through the day. Shoulders relaxed yet ready, heart open yet protected, mind clear yet flexible. This strength isn't loud or forceful. It's the steady kind that endures. It allows you to set boundaries with kindness, to speak truth with love, to persist when motivation wanes. Draw on it throughout the day by returning, even briefly, to this morning's feeling. A deep breath, a silent thanks, a quick reconnection to intention. These are portals back to the strength you've claimed. As we reflect on connecting this prayer to daily life, consider how mindfulness bridges the gap between spiritual practice and action. Mindfulness is simply presence, being fully in the moment without judgment. Infuse it into eating your breakfast slowly, really tasting each bite with gratitude. Into walking to your car, feeling the ground beneath your feet as a reminder of stability. Into conversations, listening deeply rather than planning your response. These mindful moments keep the morning's peace alive, preventing the day from sweeping you away. They turn autopilot living into intentional living, where every action can become an expression of your highest self. Think also about positive actions as natural outgrowths of this time. When your heart is full from prayer and reflection, kindness flows more easily. Look for opportunities today. A message of encouragement to someone struggling, help offered without expectation, forgiveness extended where it's hard. These actions reinforce the spiritual work you've done, creating a beautiful feedback loop. Act from peace, experience more peace. Give from gratitude, receive deeper gratitude. Even in solitude, positive actions matter. Caring for your body with respect, organizing your space with care, learning something new with curiosity. All of it counts, all of it builds a life aligned with purpose. Now, as this extended time together truly draws toward its close, allow a deep sense of completion to wash over you. You've given yourself the gift of a sacred morning, one filled with connection, renewal, and empowerment. Whatever the day brings, joys to celebrate, challenges to navigate, ordinary moments to infuse with meaning, you are ready. Not because you're flawless, but because you've reconnected with the flawless source of strength, wisdom, and love that lives within and around you. Peace isn't fragile now, it's fortified. Gratitude isn't occasional, it's habitual. Hope isn't distant, it's immediate. Guidance isn't vague, it's accessible. Take one final, slow breath here, feeling it fill you completely, then release it with trust. As you open your eyes fully to the day, or continue moving through it, know that this practice doesn't end. It evolves with you. Tomorrow morning, and every morning after, offers a fresh invitation to return, to deepen, to begin again. Some days the connection will feel effortless. Others, it will require more intention. Both are perfect. Both are part of the journey. So, as we gently release this shared space, carry forward the quiet fire ignited today. Let gratitude be your first thought in interactions, hope your response to uncertainty, guidance your compass in decisions, protection your shield against fear, and inner strength your foundation for all you do. Live this day as a continuation of the prayer, not separate from it, but infused by it. What if today became the day you truly lived from this place of deep peace and purpose? How might one mindful choice, one act of kindness, one return to gratitude change not just your hours, but the trajectory of your life and the lives you touch? Go forward now, dear soul, with a heart wide open and a spirit brightly alive. The world needs the light you've cultivated this morning, and you are more than ready to share it.